Not 9, not 10, let's do 11. 11 of the best Nintendo Switch eShop only multiplayer games that you definitely need to have in your library. NBA Playgrounds 2 was a great game, but it did not make my list. These other games have a lot more fun, a lot more depth, a lot more replay value. So check out the list and let me know at the end what you think I missed out. Let's get into it. Alright, if you're into Gauntlet or Diablo 3 or any other third person kind of magic beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, co-op, magic 'em up, then 9 Parchments is definitely a game that you're looking for. It's going to come in as number 11 on my list. It's got a high replay value. This game has so much depth. You can really tailor your characters exactly how you want. You can spec them into, all death or healing or fire or electric or whatever you want your wizard to be. And there's so many different items and unlocks and hidden different character attributes that you can buff up and just really tailor your guy exactly how you want him to look, with different clothing items. Very high replay value because of that, and a lot of depth for each of the characters. You can play online locally, or you can even go wireless if your buddies have a Switch and you guys want to hook up at lunch or something. You can go for that too. So highly recommend checking out Frozenbyte's 9 Parchment. It's a great game. It's been out for a long time and I still play it at least once a week. This is a great game. Gotta check it out.
He's like
Coming in at number 10 is Hammerwatch. You can be a thief, a priest, a paladin, a warlock, a robber, a sorcerer. You can be just about anything. Yes, very reminiscent of Gauntlet with a very cool looking aesthetic, 8-bit pixelized top-down view. You get the master of the 7 different classes, when the sorcerer is just added, which is pretty cool. But you can play this game solo or co-op. They've also given you the ability to update your character with unique features and skills, and so you can really develop your character through all the different unlocks and upgrades. There's 2 campaigns, not only the Castle Hammerwatch, but you can also play Temple of the Sun. There's also Hero Defense and Survival. There's a lot of different customizations you can do, such as almost like there's a game genie inside. Mana regen, is it fast, is it slow, do you not have it, how many lives, do you respawn at the beginning, or where you at when you die. There's all kinds of different features. Also be on the lookout for the new online multiplayer mode, which will be coming soon. I haven't seen a date for it yet, but that'll also be coming soon. But definitely a lot of fun, guys. Gotta check it out. I couldn't have this list without a shoot 'em up, right? Aces of Luftwaffe. Yeah, it was ported over, but I tell you what, this game has really impressed me. 4-player co-op that is just unrivaled. The music alone is worth it just to sit there and listen to it, but this game has a lot of in-depth. You can upgrade the skills of your pilots, make them shoot a little bit faster, take a little bit less damage. You can upgrade the aircraft if you want to change out the aircraft. So there's 4 different characters, each of them with their own abilities, their own aircraft. They track all kind of statistics, how much damage you've taken, the shortest mission that you've ever accomplished, the miles you've flown. If you're one of those trophy hunters, this is your game. Like I said, up to 4-player, it's only like $14. You can play with just about any controller. The soundtrack is awesome. The gameplay and controls are really tight. The bosses are kind of wacky and goofy. The action is pretty intense. Like I said, each character is very unique, and the action is pretty much non-stop from start to finish. There's also a lot of side missions that you have to do on each level, so they add a little bit more to the game. It's not just survive to the end boss and hit the bomb key. or the big explosion key and then get rid of them. No, they put a lot of effort into this. You get skill coins to upgrade your pilot. You get all kind of power upgrades. You get different ships or airplanes. All kinds of different things that are going on in this game. But if you just want to plug it in and just start shooting, you can do that as well. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you saw that. Free. Free. Free 99. Now, a lot of people are saying that Paladins isn't all that good. It's just another Overwatch, but I tell you what, it is a blast. It's a lot of fun. I like it more than Overwatch. There's a lot of depth, a lot of character development, just like the other titles that we were talking about earlier. But there's constantly new content, like Paladins Friday nights or Fright Nights that I just saw. There's a ton of characters to pick from. My favorite, of course, is Androxus. He's pretty much a flank assassin, but each character has tons of moves, tons of abilities, or specialized abilities that you can use. There's different talents that you can upgrade, like Godslayer, Darkstalker, Defiant Fist, for Androxus. You can confirm your layout, and the game itself is just a lot of fun. It's a quick respawn, kind of reminiscent of the old Unreal Tournament and Quake days, of old, and it's an arena, just beat 'em up. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I play it a lot. It's a free game. You get what you pay for. There is a lot of in-game content that you can purchase, and that's up to you, but you can have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of characters that you can play without having to worry about paying any money, which is what I do. There's my BFG, which takes off 1,000. Each character has a mega, weapon that they can use. But tons of rewards and challenges and quests in this game. Best in class rewards, scoreboards for each round. It's got a lot of depth, guys. A lot of replay value. It plays at 60 frames per second. A lot of fun. Definitely check it out. Now we're starting to climb the list a little bit. Coming in at number 7, Overcooked. This game is so much fun, and it is very addictive. At first, when you look at it, you're like, okay, I'm not really into the Lego / Animal Kingdom kind of graphics here. This looks kind of cheesy and for kids. No, it's addictively fun. You run around as different cooks trying to put together, ingredients for different kind of meals. And it's a very addictive game. The kitchens start getting more challenging, especially in the second one. The different recipes can change on you. You have to dodge cars as you go from one kitchen on the side of the road to the next, or jump over an acid pit. And then there's a bunch of different ways you have to actually cook the food. And this can be either co-op or not. As you're bumping into each other and running around, it can get pretty frantic. It's a lot of fun. It's very easy. You can play this locally. You can play it online. And like I said, it's a very, very fun game. I had a hard time actually putting this one as low as I did, as addictive as and fun as this game is. Graphics aside, it doesn't matter what kind of gamer you are. It's a very competitive, very addictive, very fun game. Highly recommend it, guys. Definitely check it out. It's guns, gore, and cannoli. You know what I'm saying? Capiche? As if eating a cannoli is going to help you beat up the zombies anymore. This is kind of like a Metal Slug meets The Walking Dead, okay? Very high and intensive animation, lots of action, lots of guns, lots of explosions. The environment is very interactive. There's flying barrels, there's fire, there's smoke, there's doors to kick in, cars to blow up, water to jump in, and just the environment is very interactive. That's all I can say. So the fact that they did that, made the game so much more immersive. But it's a very quick pick-me-up, very easy to learn. Guns, Gore, and Cannoli continues its saga into Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2, which improved on some of the aiming. You can actually aim in different directions now, not just straight ahead. But this game is a lot of fun. It's very addictive, high replay value. There's really no thought process. Just hold the trigger and run as fast as you can and kill as many as you can. And a lot of people like those kind of games, and I can't blame them. You have a bad day at work, pick up some guns going, can only come home and just use up about 2 hours of your life. You'll feel a lot better. If you don't have Rocket League, you definitely need to get it, okay? This game is so big. It's cross-platform, number one. There's so many people playing this game, okay? And number two, they are dedicated. There's 21 downloadable content DLC packs for this game. 21. That's insane. It's a very fun, very addictive game. You can play up to 4 players locally. You can do up to 8 players online in an arena, or locally if you each have your switches, you want to hook up at lunch or whatever at a friend's house, you can also do up to 8 players. It's a fun sports, racing, action, whatever you want to call it game, but highly recommended, guys. Go check it out.
He's like
Alright, if you want the best deal of them all, this is it. Okay, Battle Circuit, Knights of the Round, the King of Dragons, Final Fight, Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, Battle Circuit. Okay, 7 games for $19 from Capcom. They're all 3 or 4 player with the exception of Final Fight. Highly recommend this as an arcade classics that you definitely have to have. It's bang for your buck, high replay value, so much fun. A must have for any gamer enthusiast. Astro Duel Deluxe. There is so much that I can say about this game that just makes it number 3 easily. Of all the games that are on this list, this is the one I think that kind of slipped underneath the radar. Not a lot of people knew about it, but once you play it, it becomes so addictive. It's kind of like Asteroids meets... I don't know what it meets, but it's a lot of fun. You can have up to 6 players, chaotic battles, you can have team hunters, pilot annihilation. There's so many different options. You can have asteroids, you can have weapons and different spawns, random teams, random. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's pixelized, high intensity action, and no matter how many times I go to someone's house or show someone this on the Switch, it amazes me how they had no idea this game even came out. It's just mind-boggling. But as soon as I show it to them, they become highly addicted. This game just has some sort of replay cocaine crack in it. That's all I can say. It's a lot of fun. Very easy to pick up. Very simple controls. But just very addictive, and highly recommend it because of the replay and fun value. I almost put this as number 1. It becomes that requested at all of my retro parties. What is it about Fortnite that just drives us to play it for hours and hours? When it first came out, I actually did a review and a play of it just to see what it was all about myself, because I'd heard so much about it. But I tell you what, for a free game, I don't know how they do it. There is a lot of in-game purchases, but this game is absolutely worth 0 cents. No, it's got so much into it. There's so much that they've put into this game. The huge world, the player unknown battleground kind of feel meets Minecraft first person / third person shooter, bus full of Purge wannabe Looney Tunes. I don't know, but it's just a lot of fun. It's a very addictive game. It's highly skilled though, so if it's one of those, if you're not a first person or third person kind of shooter, don't recommend it. But it is a very intriguing game. It's taken the world by storm. It's cross-platform. It's it's just a lot of fun. So highly recommend Fortnite if you get a chance to download it and play it. This is about the only negative thing I can say about it is if you log in to play Fortnite, it's the Switch is done. There's nothing else you can play. It's not like 2 or 3 or 4 of you can sign in and play it. So. But definitely a must-have, a must-play. You gotta experience Fortnite and download it as soon as you can and play it. Drum roll, please. Did you figure out what number 1 is? Here it is. I already know what you're gonna say. It's not even out yet. Yeah, and of all games, not download games, all games. Check this out. Look at that. It's already number 22. It's not even out yet. Pre-purchases have put Diablo 3 at number 22 of all time purchased games for the Switch. Okay, that's huge. And one of the other reasons you have to be excited as a gamer, especially as a Nintendo Switch gamer, is that this is coming from Blizzard. Okay, the more you support this game, the more Blizzard is going to start putting more games on the Nintendo Switch. And the Diablo 3 series is an awesome game to have anyway. It's definitely fun to pick up. It's got a high replay value, tons of characters, tons of storylines, tons of upgrades, different classes. It's a very in-depth game. It's a lot of fun. You can pick up and play, big bosses, big enemies, large worlds to explore, experience and upgrades. It's Gauntlet on steroids, if you want to give it a quick description. Also, this is the Reaper of Souls expansion and the Rise of the Necromancer pack. They're all part of the Eternal collection, so you get all 7 classes, all 5 acts, and seasons all put together. Plus, because it's a Switch exclusive, you get some other things like being able to explore some of Zelda's world and Sanctuary, or getting Ganondorf's armor, or getting some cool unique cosmetic wings, which I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's like Kid Icarus, so we'll get to see. But anyway, definitely gonna get this and highly recommend it, guys. So let me know what I missed, what shouldn't be on the list, what should be on the list, what I kind of messed up. I'm always interested in your guys' opinions. So until next time, see ya.
Cut out the middleman. So he's like,